Today we're talking about some of the most common mistakes in business English that get in the way of your fluency. Hi everyone, I'm Maria and this is English to Excel, where I help you to speak better English for better opportunities. Let's get straight into it and start fixing these common mistakes in business English, starting with 6 words that we use every day at work. Now, take a look at this list. What do these words have in common? Well, they don't exist. That's right. The words feedback, advice, knowledge, information, research, and equipment have no plural form. That means never add an S to the end of them. We do usually use other words with these words though. For example, some, any, or a piece of. She gave me some great feedback and advice. I just read an interesting piece of research. He needs some more information first. They don't have any knowledge about that. There's no more equipment available. Now let's talk about the verb to explain. Many times I hear things like this. Can you explain me this? We don't explain someone something. Rather, we explain something to someone. So the correct way to express that thought would be, can you explain this to me? When I'm at networking events or meeting new people for the first time and I want to ask them where they work, meaning the name of their company or organization, I often hear responses like this. I work in Microsoft. When we want to tell someone where we work and we want to mention the actual name of our company or organization, we use the preposition for, not in. Now, some people do use at, but it does sound more polished and more professional, at least in the US, to use for. The one exception though would be if you work at a school or a hospital, then you can say at. But either way, it's never in. I work for Google. He works as a translator for the United Nations. She's a doctor at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. So let's practice a little. Tell me in the comments, where do you work? Another common mistake that really gets in the way of fluency is about answering questions that start with the word do. For example, I'll often ask my colleagues, do you have a lot of work this week? And I'll often get a response like, yes, I have. Now, what's wrong with that? If someone asks you a question that begins with the word do has to be in your answer as well. So the correct response to that question would be, yes, I do, or no, I don't. The next common mistake we have to fix is with the words talk and discuss. We discussed about the new campaign. We talked the new campaign. Now, both of those are wrong. We either discuss something or we talk about something. We discuss the new campaign or we talked about the new campaign. I often get emails that end with, I will appreciate it if you could. Instead, we would use the word would here. This is a much more natural way to request something from someone with politeness and professionalism. I would appreciate it if you could get back to me by tomorrow. Another common business English mistake happens when people are explaining how many people are in attendance somewhere. We are 5. We were 10 people in the meeting. If you say we are 5 or whatever number, it kind of sounds like you're saying you're 5 years old. More natural way to say this is, there are 5 of us. There were 10 of us in the meeting. So now I've shared 7 of the most common mistakes in business English that you need to avoid if you want to sound more natural and more fluent. At the same time, it's also important to make sure that you can understand the language around you in the workplace and that you really know the lingo? Well, watch this video next because I give you 10 practical business English words that you need to know because you will hear them every day in the workplace. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in this video next.